Okay, I don't really do unboxing videos, but in the last couple of days, I got 2 pieces of mail that are really important. They're very, very topical, and so I want to open them and talk about them and use them as a launching off point to discuss 2 important issues. Also, yes, I got really badly sunburned visiting my eldest daughter on the coast this weekend, and it's making my rosacea go crazy. So sorry about that. It is what it is. Okay, so first package. This is from the National Day Labor Organizing Network. They had a fundraiser where they had day laborers who designed bandanas and stickers. And I was like, I want to support them. I want to support any of our agricultural workers who are being targeted by ICE, right? The inhumane actions of ICE. It's an ethnic cleansing. I know, I feel like I say that every time I talk about it because that's what it is. And we all need to remember what's happening. It's not immigration enforcement. It's an ethnic cleansing that's being funded by our tax dollars. So I wanted to support some of these workers. And so I ordered a couple of things from them and I'll show you what I got. They still have this fundraiser going on right now. So the first thing, oh, I love that they put red cards in the box. By the way, I still have about 200 red cards left. I ordered 500 and have been giving them out. If you are going to any Indivisible meeting, East Portland Indivisible, I will be there with my box of red cards if you want to take these. These are Know Your Rights cards in English and Spanish for you should know your rights. You can help communicate to other people what their rights are. It's really important. Democracy is not something that we are passive participants in, right? We have to actively know and defend our own rights. Right now, we cannot trust that the government will know or honor our rights at all. So I got a bandana. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's gorgeous. Hang on a second. You can see my pawpaw tree and my elderberry out the window, but this is the bandana. It's beautiful. When you're at a protest, a bandana is always a really useful thing to be wearing or bringing with you. There's so many instances where it will come in handy. So obviously I will wear this to our next protest. It's just gorgeous. So the other thing that I ordered in the package, as I'm tying this in a knot here, the other thing that I ordered that was in the package is a set of stickers, just so you get an idea of what some of the other art was. Hang on a sec. So it's a pack of 5 stickers and they're a lot bigger than I thought. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. I'll put one on my laptop and then maybe give the other ones away. It says, "We are human, vote, stop fascism." You can also get this in a bandana. So for folks that are watching this on YouTube, I will have the link to the website where you can order bandanas and stickers. It's so important that we show solidarity with our farm workers right now. And I don't mean just like buying their swag and supporting their art. Like that's important. Yes, we should be supporting immigrant farmer artists. Absolutely. We should be having visible displays on our person in front of our houses, on our laptop, whatever, so that people understand immigrants are welcome here, that we are communicating to everybody that we are not okay. We will not allow what ICE is doing to be normalized. That's all very important. But we just had a 3-day California farm workers strike, and there will be more of those. There will be more labor stoppages. There will be more strikes, not just from agricultural workers, but hopefully from other folks as well. Labor stoppage, general strikes are crucially important to stopping authoritarian takeovers and reinstituting democracies. There is so much power in working people withdrawing their labor. I mean, we could go back to the Delano grape strike of 1965, but we could even just go back to Trump's first term and the flight attendants strike. Labor stoppage is powerful. If we grind the economy to a halt, we can have our demands met. Labor strikes have to be really organized and they have to be one in which we all participate fully for them to be effective. And we have to have really clear demands, right? So we've got to get to a place where we are going to have a general strike where we can all call off. That is a huge, massive, heavy lift. And events like No King's Day, protest events, there's going to be a protest on July 26th. Those are all really good for bringing people into the movement and helping them get their toe in the door to participate in the pro-democracy work that needs to be done. We are introducing them. We are helping them connect with community. We are helping them feel empowered by working with other people, and we are giving them the courage and the skills to then level up. Indivisible is doing 1 Million Rising. That is their training for what are the next steps. What are the things we need to be doing next in order to be effective, right? Nobody thought protests were going to stop this madness. That's not been the point of No King's Day or Hands Off or any of the marches so far. Has not been any expectation that we would stop the Trump regime on those days. The expectation, however, is that that will build the movement, that will get people used to the idea of, oh yeah, we protest. Oh yeah, we have power as people. We have collective power as people. Think about how good you felt on No King's Day. Think about how connected you felt to millions and millions of other people who are fighting for the things you are fighting for. That kind of energy, that kind of motivation needs to drive all of us to level up and get ready to do the next work, get ready for the next big ask. So I really encourage you, take the 1 Million Rising training with Indivisible, take the Resistance Labs training with Congresswoman Jayapal. These are free, really crucial trainings to give us the skills to help us understand what we need to be doing next. Okay, that brings me to my second package. I splurged and ordered something off of Etsy. This is from Bubble Punk Possum. I don't know them. I just was looking for anything to do with general strike merch or striking labor movement kind of merch. And I found their Etsy shop. So first of all, they have really cool, I don't know if they're lino, they have cool block printed stuff. And so I splurged and ordered from them 2 things. Oh, they threw in extra stickers. Okay. So there's extra stickers that they threw in. So I ordered this sticker. It is a general strike sticker. It's a box of matches, general strike. Get it? It says, if we burn, they burn, general strike. Made in the USA, refused to comply. So this is going on my laptop. But then the second thing I ordered was a patch, the same thing. So I'm going to be sewing that. It's really cool. I'm probably going to actually sew this to a backing and like bind it. And then I can tack it onto the back of a shirt or something like that, back of my jeans vest or something like that, and wear it around. And then there's also an extra match to go with it. So that's really cool. Obviously, I want to support independent artists, but my main goal here is I want to communicate and normalize the idea that a strike is what is next. A strike is what is the thing that we need to be pushing for, organizing. We need to be expanding our understanding of resistance. It's not just showing up to a protest on a Saturday. Great, let's keep doing that. Let's keep doing that. It's not just economic boycotts. Yes, let's keep pressuring Target. It's not just calling your electeds. Yes, we need to keep doing that and showing up at their town halls, etc. All of that is important. That in and of itself is insufficient. And I know that we're seeing from so many Democrats this like, we're just going to sweep them in the midterms. We're going to all vote and that's going to be great. We're going to take over the House. Yeah, let's plan on that. Let's plan on a massive, massive get out the vote movement. But just like in permaculture, where we understand that there's no one size fits all solution and there's no one big thing that's going to fix everything. There's slow, small solutions. There's the multiplicity of factors that come together to create resilience in your system. It is a multiplicity of tactics in a resistance movement that will stop fascism. We have to have those concerted efforts to erode the pillars of support under Donald Trump. And protest days, those help do that. Those help communicate to Trump supporters, like, your days are numbered. Look how big the opposition is. Maybe you want to rethink about whose side you're on. Boycotts hit them in the pocketbook. Elections, obviously, crucial. Voting is so crucial. It's so important that we work really hard for the midterms, but we cannot put all our eggs in that basket. Especially when we're looking at the Trump regime trying so hard to gerrymander, right? I will probably do a full video on this later where Trump said in a press conference that he was demanding that Governor Abbott and Texas redraw their congressional maps. That's normally done every 10 years. They did it in 2021, and he's having them do it again this year. And when asked, like, well, should all the other states be redistricting? He's like, no, we just need to do it in Texas and pick up 5 more seats. We just needed... Basically, he's saying we just need to gerrymander and pick up 5 more, create 5 more Republican districts so that we can maintain the majority in the House. Trump is very, very worried about Democrats retaking the House because he knows that what the Republicans are doing is deeply unpopular. But he can't do it if he plays fair. He has to gerrymander. He has to try and cut out Democratic districts and create new Republican ones. Because if the people turn out and vote in large numbers, then he loses because he is a weak leader. He does not have the will of the people behind him because his policies are terrible for all of us. His chaos is killing us. It's wrecking this country, and he knows that. So he has to rely on gerrymandering or attempts at gerrymandering to win. So within that context, we've got to understand the power of labor strikes. We've got to understand that is where our collective power as workers in a capitalist system truly lies. Yes, we have collective power as voters. We have tremendous collective power as workers. The oligarchs in this country have spent decades trying to erode the labor movement, trying to weaken the power of unions, trying to fool working class people into believing that the Republican Party gives two shits about them when they don't. The way that we reclaim our power and reclaim our democracy is through a general strike. It's through withdrawing our labor from the workforce. That is where our power lies. We've got to be organizing and moving toward that.